Indiana's monopoly utilities keep saying that data centers will lower your electricity costs. Most people can see the claims are obviously misleading, but the utility companies spend hundreds of thousands of dollars every year on lobbying and campaign contributions. That influence allows them to operate under relatively little regulations and transparency requirements. So it's extremely hard for local officials and residents to prove whether or not their claims are definitively true or false. They don't have all the facts when they consider whether or not to allow a data center into their community. Not only that, but they're subsidizing this cycle of political influence that makes sure they always lose. Monopoly utilities should be banned from lobbying and making campaign contributions. There was a bill in the legislature last year that tried to make it so utility companies couldn't charge customers to pay for their lobbying expenses. It tried to add some necessary transparency to the situation too. Predictably, it didn't even get a hearing. The problem is, even that wouldn't have been enough to address the issue. It would take a simple accounting trick to make sure that the utility companies stay compliant. The ratepayer money being used to lobby now could simply be used to free up stockholder money somewhere else, and then that money could be used. They need to be banned from lobbying altogether. While the Supreme Court has declared it unconstitutional to restrict corporate political donations and lobbying, it's not necessarily unconstitutional to get them to agree to a terms of use in exchange for some sort of government benefit. Not to mention, nonprofits agree to bargain away some of their political free speech rights in exchange for getting significant tax benefits. Holding a government monopoly over a service territory is a much larger benefit than simply not paying as much taxes or being able to register to do business in a state. It also creates a huge conflict of interest if those companies are able to use the profits from a government monopoly to win political influence. It's time for legislators to start viewing that as a problem it really is.